Welcome to Showtime. My name is Josh. I'm your cruise director here on board the Carnival Dream. Come to you all the way from the Windy City of Chicago, Illinois. Been with the company about 7 years now. 17. Really? Has it been 17 different Carnival ships? So welcome aboard, and I hope you had an amazing cruise. Well, hi, Cruise Dork. I appreciate the opportunity to sit down and be part of the show that you speak so highly of. You and I were discussing the two main questions about my position as cruise director. Obviously, what do I do is a very, very general question. So I'll try to do my best to give you as intricate of an answer as possible. The first thing I'll say is, specifically the position of cruise director means I'm in charge of entertainment. My official title says cruise director, which means director of onboard programming and marketing and promotions. I am supposed to be the voice and the face of the ship, which is really, really scary if you think about it. Don't know how I got the job in the first place. But I'm in charge of entertainment, meaning all the dancers, the singers, the show bands, all musicians, entertainment staff, karaoke hosts, DJs, anybody relating to entertainment directly reports to me. The youth staff, Camp Carnival, which is an award-winning program here on board, they used to be under entertainment, but they've decided to break them into a separate entity. And everything on board is pretty departmentalized. The spa is run by a separate company called Steiner, right? The gift shops are a company called Starboard. Entertainment is a Carnival production. And all the shows and everything all are directly related to Carnival Productions, which are out of our corporate offices in Miami. Now, my job on the ship is to oversee the entire operations, but what I do is a lot of the scheduling, all the activities, the shows, the daily fun times, the newsletter that you get in your rooms takes me 2 to 3 hours every single day to make sure that I go through it and everything runs smoothly and is full and everybody has got something to do, got an option. So that's pretty much in a nutshell what I do. But being the voice of the ship, being director of promotions as well, all the other departments I have to interact with on a day-by-day basis because they rely on me to get their advertising out for their promotions, for their different events, for the different things that are happening around the ship at all times. So that is pretty much what I do. Off the record, not officially like that. My job is to make everybody happy, which on a ship this big, 130,000 tons with 4,200 guests, is it's quite impossible. There's no way I'm going to make everybody happy all the time. And while I give it 150% every single day, and I do as much as I can for as many people as I can, I've realized that I think I do a pretty decent job, and I'm never going to make everyone happy all the time. And I've accepted that as being a manager of a hotel operations or in the cruise industry. It's not going to happen, but we do our damnedest. I think I do a decent job, would you say?
Absolutely.
You do a fantastic
job. I try. So that's it in a nutshell. The other question was what?
What's your top advice for somebody new to cruising?
Yeah.
Advice for somebody new to cruising?
First time cruising.
Everybody's ideas of fun are different. And when I say to them, people ask me all the time, what do I have to do? And I go, my first question is, well, what do you like to do? The tricky part about my position, and this kind of flows right into number one again, is trying to offer something for everybody. For people who all they want to do is sit back, relax, sip on a margarita under the sun and listen to some calypso music, Caribbean music, you can do that. If you want to go Mach 3 with your hair on fire and go crazy and do the hairy chest competition and be on stage and sing and do Superstar Live, which is kind of like a bandioke, is what we do, you could do that. You can be the star, or you could kind of be one of those people that fit under the crowds.
Did you get my letter?
I did get your letter.
Okay, thank you.
Did you see it this morning?
Huh?
Did you watch this morning?
No, I didn't.
For sure. We'll talk about it later.
Catch you later.
And I make a lot of really good friends. And that's probably my favorite part of the job. I know I'm getting off track, but I do a lot of networking and I make a lot of contacts and Truth is, I do love it. My advice, getting back to what I was talking about, is do whatever it is that makes you happy. Because there really is something for everybody. And that's from crazy activities, fun stuff, or if you just want to sit back and relax and just get some R&R, you can do that. But do whatever it is that floats your boat. I try to provide the options to you. My advice, if it was me, if I was going back in time to my first cruise now, knowing what I know now, I would grab the Fun Times, the daily newsletter, and I would go through hour by hour. And I'd go, what do I want to do? And I would do it all. I would get involved in everything. And I said it on the very first night of the cruise. Cruising really is what you make of it. And everyone's idea of a good time and a good cruise is completely different. Completely different. That is the complexity of what I do here. But my advice, do it all. Whatever makes you happy. If it's R&R, sleep in every day, grab a late breakfast, soak in some sun, sip on a drink, listen to some music. If you want to go crazy, you could go drink and gamble, and you could do a little bit of everything. But just try to push yourself. And my advice, to make this a cruise that you will never forget, challenge yourself to do something different. Challenge yourself to step outside the box. Step outside your comfort zone. And do something you've never, ever done before. So that you can go back home and brag to your friends back home about how much fun you had and how different you actually might be when you get back home. And that's it. So you talk about silly instances and stories and questions. Well, one of my favorites happens to be a lady who was cruising on the Carnival holiday. This was about 2002 or so. She called down on the emergency line to the guest services desk. She dialed 911. Guest services personnel picks up the phone and says, "Can I help you? What's your emergency?" And this lady starts freaking out. She goes, "I need help. I'm trapped inside my cabin." Guest services says, "Well, ma'am, I'm sorry. How could you possibly be trapped inside your cabin?" And I swear she says, "Well, it so happens that there's two doors. One of them leads to the bathroom. The other one has a do not disturb sign on it. I'm trapped. Can somebody come and tell me how to get out of here?" Really? Really, that's a totally true story. And it's happened 3 or 4 times where people have actually called down demanding to get their microwave fixed inside their cabins, not realizing it was actually a safe. That was another one. I mean, I have all kinds of goodies for you.